first thing this woman ever said to me was, I'm glad someone else besides me has seen my son's penis.
Oh, shit.
It's Thought Shit. Hi guys, welcome to Thought Shit. I'm Carson.
And I'm Kiara.
And on this podcast, we tell funny stories, hot takes, and we give you advice that you probably don't want to hear.
But you need to.
Today, we have some emotional ones for you. Kiara's not fully in the mood. That's why we're bringing out a bottle. We're not sponsored. Clearly, obviously, Maker's Mark.
If you would like to, sir. We're classy.
With maraschino cherries and one thing of ice we're about to pour up. It's literally 9 a.m. on a Sunday.
You know what? Yeah, it's almost 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what we're talking about, our first episode right now, we're talking about breakups. Just breakups.
And I think, like, our official title is the quote, like, I'm gonna die alone, the reality of breakup.
Yes.
Something along those lines. Just for context as well, this was not, yet again, because I think our last two episodes, those were not supposed to be the episodes we did, but due to scheduling, we collectively as a trio had about half a brain cell, so we were just doing Reddit.
Yeah.
This time around, I'm an emotional piece of shit because two things. One, I'm on my third period of the same month.
Right, which is insane.
And it's from stress from work. It's 1,000% stress related because my period has been regular for like over 6 months now. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
I'm getting no play, so I'm not pregnant. But it's fine. But so I'm on period number 3 and she's heavy and I hate her.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I'm just emotional because I think I'm gonna die alone. I'm like pretty sure it's not going well, folks.
I know.
Like, people tell you it gets better. It honestly, I don't think it gets better. Like, okay, cool, like you don't have a curfew anymore because you're not like 17, 18. Bitch, now you gotta pay all these big girl bills. You actually have to go to work, even when half the time you wanna like shoot yourself. You have to just be like, well, too bad, so sad, I got bills to pay. You can't call out.
Yeah.
Like, this shit's insane. And then you get 3 periods in the same month and men playing in your face.
We're going through a tough period.
Who's we?
You. Okay, you are. I'm going through a tough period.
She has a man making her pancakes in bed. I'm one crash out away from ending it. Literally, I couldn't find parking this morning. I was literally like, should I just drive off a bridge?
Right, so that's why we're drinking. That's why we're day drinking. Because I was like, listen, we need to like liven up the mood a little bit.
She literally greeted me. I started crying.
No, you did not. You looked at me. You're like, just so you know, I'm not in the mood to film today.
I was like, I'm not.
I was like,
I really have to go on camera right now. Like, this is what I have to do to be rich and famous.
Here's my thing, though. Because how you are feeling right now, a lot of other people feel. So maybe you'll find your little clique in the comments if you guys think you're going to die alone.
That does not make me feel better. I literally thought she was going to say, no, this bitch. I really thought she was getting ready to be like, there's a lot of people who are feeling this way, Kiara, because mind you, she works in mental health too. That's why this is funny. I hate her. Literally, she's a counselor, bro. What's wrong with you? I literally thought she was going to be like, there's a lot of people who are feeling this way. Maybe you can like find a community and like just talk about it.
Is that what I just said?
No, hold on. And like understand, like you'll find your person. But you were just like.
I tell you all the time. You're going to find someone, you're not going to die alone. But you don't want to hear it from me.
I don't.
Which is honestly understandable. That's fine. Because I get what you're saying.
Imagine a supermodel who's always had a man be like, you'll find your man, little fat black girl. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, it's okay, little fatty. You'll get one. Like, I don't want to hear it from you, Bella Hadid. What the fuck? Literally.
No, and I get that.
I can't.
No, I get. That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't say that to you, because I know this piss you off. Because I'm like, you'll find someone. You will. But it's like, you don't want to hear it. I get that. You just want to be like bumming sometimes.
It's not
rightfully so, which is fine. Sometimes it just feels better to like be mad.
I don't know. I mean, yes, correct. Sometimes I do just want to be mad. Like, I be starting shit with myself for no reason because I'm bored.
Right.
But I think it's like, I see a lot of people, I'm about to be a hater, I don't give a fuck. Nobody's perfect. I'm funny because I'm a hater, the fuck. But like, I keep seeing people, not you, but other people, like men and women alike. So when I say bitches, I'm saying men and women alike fucking have no drive. Some are even unemployed and not trying to get a job. I understand being unemployed, been there, done that. But like, they're just
like fine.
Just bumming it.
Yeah.
I got someone in my head right now. People who are like unhealthy, I mean that in a multitude of different ways. Like maybe they sleep until 1 p.m. and they don't work out ever. Or they eat like one meal a day. Or like just like unhealthy in a multitude of ways. They have relationships and I can't even get dick. That actually fucks me up so bad because then I'm like, so what's wrong with me? Like, Little Miss wakes up at 3 p.m. and showers twice a week, has a boyfriend, and I don't? That literally makes no sense.
Yeah.
I bring more to the table than half the people I see in relationships. I am more attractive. Sorry, I know people don't like it when people are confident at times, but I can at least recognize, like, what the fuck? Like, these are ones in relationships. And I can't even get dick? I don't understand. Because I'm not ugly.
No.
So what's happening? Straight men are not attracted to me, and I don't know why. I literally don't know why. I've always had, like, gay men, gay women, straight women, regardless of the age, tell me how pretty I am, and this and this and that. Straight men, radio silence. Why? My whole life. Why? Even when I was fat. Face card never declined, the bitch was just big. And it was the same thing. I've lost 70 pounds and it doesn't mean anything. So I'm just like, audience, what is it? And don't say it's my personality because they see me and don't even approach. So it is my appearance. Like, it's not just my personality.
But it's
not.
like, when you say straight man, though, like, what demographic are you talking?
Obviously, there's always going to be gross men that are attracted to me. That goes for every woman. Like, I'm not including those.
No, I know.
Out of those.
I know. So are you just talking about the men that you are also attracted to? Like, your ideal type?
My ideal type has never been into me. Like, regardless of what my type is throughout the years, I just have, like, broke bums going after me. If even. And when I say that, I'm like, no, like, my lines are dry. Like, no text, no nothing. But if someone is going after me, it's like, I'm name dropping him because he's irrelevant. Chris. Everybody hates Chris.
Literally.
No, like, Chris was like a bum ass nigga.
Yeah.
No, like.
We have to do a story time about that.
We have to. I'll say his real name.
At a later date.
It's such a basic, but I'm just saying, like, that's an example, like, never even drove to me once, wouldn't even buy me a meal. Like, those are the kind of guys that are interested, or literally 5'5" Mexicans. I don't want you. Be at least 5'8". Like, holy shit. Holy shit. Or just guys, and I say bums, like, they have nothing going for them. You didn't finish high school. You didn't go to college. You didn't get a GED. You're not even established at your job.
We don't want that.
No, like, exactly. Like, that's all there is.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, what the f-? Like, I'm college educated. Like, I'm intelligent. I'm funny. I look good enough. I've seen some bum ass looking scruffy ass bitches be in relationships. That makes no sense.
Scruffy.
Dude, there's bitches with beards out here. They got a man, and I know.
Maybe they have PCOS.
They do. That's what I'm saying. But regardless, a bearded woman has a man, and I don't. That's not fair. Like, what?
That's horrible.
I come from a family of PCOS, so you guys. My mom has a beard. No. Nah, but she does have really long chin hairs.
Oh my god, stop.
And my aunt. Dead ass.
No, it's a thing. That's genuinely a thing.
Sorry, so funny.
Oh my God,
anyway, I digress. But so on the real topic of today.
I know, literally. That was just a diversion. But, I mean, it's all kind of intertwined.
So funny.
So, should I pour up and then we get into it?
Yeah.
Or what? I'm like, we're sipping on it. Also, I have an orange cream ghost. People that don't like orange cream, I know it's gross. Like, okay, Catherine. Catherine just eyed the shit out of my thing, so I need to crack.
Oh, you know what that just reminded me of? Sorry,
the first episode where I spilled on myself.
And no, but because Red Bull, they're like on their skinny gym shit all of a sudden, like marketing wise. Like they're trying to play into all the gym shit now. So they just launched a line of like 10 sugar-free flavors. Bitch, I had my work meeting the other day and it was sponsored by Red Bull. That shit is so good.
Like what flavors are we
Sugar-free
talking?
watermelon. They have, you can't have this one because you're allergic, but it was so good. It's apricot strawberry. Huh? Bitch, that shit was so good. They have like a blue raspberry, like all this shit they didn't have before.
Interesting.
Yeah, oh, girl, they have game changer. That's what you gotta try. You gotta try them. Okay.
I don't know. I'm weird about trying new things because I'm a child. I've always been I mean, you've known me since forever. I'm such a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Do you ever see me stray away from anything I like? Ever?
No.
Right. I get the same thing everywhere, every time.
No, that's me with food too. Like if I
get
get
anything.
For me, like let's say we go to Yogurtland and I don't get plain tart, my day is ruined. Why would I do that?
No, like I just never even considered getting something else. I'm like, I know I like this, so I'm gonna get it.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's something.
No, I had that realization. I'm like, yeah, I'm truly like a creature of habit. Like when SZA's album just came out,
yeah,
I listened to that shit dead ass only that for like 2 months.
You don't have ADHD, right?
I mean, I'm dyslexic. Does that make me on the spectrum? No. I mean, I think they originally diagnosed me with dyslexia and ADD. So maybe I have that hyperfixation shit. My brother.
That's what I was wondering.
Has hyperfixations. Weird. But he has ADHD.
Because, like, ADHD,
it's a thing.
For me, like, because same with me when it comes to being a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Not only am I listening to the same music over and over, I did not know this was an ADHD symptom, and I Googled it.
What?
I will listen. Let's say I'm on a 2.5 hour car ride to San Diego. I swear to God, I will be listening to the same one song on repeat for that whole drive.
I couldn't do that.
No, that's why I'm saying.
I'm talking like albums. Like,
That's why I said this is why I know this is different. But I was like, no, like.
No, yeah, I'm totally fine like that. That's why I like doing shit by myself. Because I'm so particular. I'm like, I want to be able to listen to this whole ass album 5 times, not have to like be self-conscious. You know what I mean? But anyways, okay, we just poured it up. God. Okay, so we're talking about the reality of breakups. This was an episode that we weren't going to do today, but we're like, fuck it, let's do it. We're going to do a whole timeline. The Carson and Kiara love timeline. And we're just going to rock it back and forth.
Yeah, so in chronological order, like with both of our relationships.
Because I'm talking actual relationships.
Do I have to talk about my micro relationship?
Well, I'm going to talk about mine.
Okay, that's
really
funny.
Briefly, because we've literally done an episode on this.
If
you guys haven't listened to it,
both.
Dating app horror stories. He made me go to Sacramento. That's my micro relationship.
My micro relationship is the Mexican ginger thumb.
Literally, yeah. So, we've both been... Wait, counting micro...
3?
Is it 3 and 3?
It's 3 and 3.
You guys...
Well, now she one-upped me. But she didn't break up. They didn't break up yet. No, I'm kidding. They've literally been dating for like a second.
A second.
No, that's why I was like, no, the 4th doesn't count yet. I was
Literally?
thinking relationships in total. You've had 4 in total. I've had...
Yes.
But breakups, yes, 3 and 3.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna get us started. Circa 2016. Oh my god, you guys, that just made me my heart drop. Nickname.
Because I didn't think of that.
Anybody that knows this person, this is gonna take it away. Like, give it away.
Freckles?
Oboe.
The fuck?
He used to play the oboe. He plays the oboe professionally. My dad told me.
I don't know why that pissed me off. I am irritable.
Let me paint a picture. Let's create our character.
What the
Okay.
fuck is an oboe?
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes
It's
me
like
mad.
a bop clarinet.
Bop clarinet. Oh my god.
So okay, let's create our character. His name is Oboe. He is 6'2", light skinned, freckled up, glasses, cute.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate him?
I've never. Can we do that for?
Yeah, please.
Because that's just funny.
We're creating our
Oh
characters.
my god, that's so
We're
funny.
creating our characters
Sorry,
for
that's
everyone.
just funny.
I would rate him with how I felt at that time.
Yeah, like
I
his
would rate
personality.
him like a 7.5.
I was gonna say an 8. He's cute, and he's not my type at all.
God bless him. His clothing.
Yeah, I'd say an 8. I'm thinking of his face right now. The freckles really do something because he's a very unique looking.
Yeah, he has like
person.
freckles like all over his face.
No, like
he's a pretty dude.
No, literally, like he's like pretty.
No, for a first boyfriend, I'm like, okay,
no,
right?
Height too.
Yeah,
Height too.
no, he was cute.
Yeah, 8.
So,
wow.
yeah, if he ever finds us, hey,
So
literally
funny.
haven't seen you in years.
Never met you, but I know everything about
Literally,
you.
hope you're well. Anyway, okay, so 2016, I was a junior in high school. To give a little background, I went to an all-girls school. Only boy I've ever seen is my brother, okay? I go to this co-ed high school, and I have had no experiences. I'm talking like no kiss, no play, nothing, okay? I have a crush on this guy, Oboe. He used to be like a white girl connoisseur, okay, before we started dating.
Can I just quickly chime in?
Yes.
The ugliest of white girls.
Not cute.
No, like you don't understand. I just had to throw this in. I've never seen some shit like this in my life.
Yeah.
His genuine type as a handsome black man is not only white women, it's genuinely unattractive white women.
Yeah.
Like when you see the women,
Stop.
no, I'm so sorry. I just have to be honest. When you see the women standing next to him, you're like, this is a joke, right? Like you don't take it serious. That is how I reacted. When you showed me his ex, I was like, that's not
Oh my
his
God,
ex.
I forgot about his
I wish I could forget. That shit scarred me,
No,
bro.
so when I had a crush on him, we were like friends.
And he was with that girl.
Well, his best friend was dating Carly. Carly is my best friend. Carly was dating Carly. So we were all this kind of like this little friend group.
Okay.
He had no interest in me whatsoever. Okay. I'm talking 2016 though. Like this is pre what I consider to be like my glow up.
When your hair was super long too and like lighter.
Yes.
That was before.
That's when we started dating.
Okay.
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 So this is kind of like pre my like high school like teenage glow up. He was dating this girl.
Sorry.
That was not very cute. Whatever. They ended up breaking up. Me and him are friends. I became closer with him because I played basketball with his sister. So I started like hanging out with them all the time. Slowly but surely, we started dating. I had my little glow up. We dated for like almost 2 years. No, like a year and a half.
Yeah.
A year and a half. And then I'll get into the breakup right now. Breakup. I'm sorry. Breakup.
Period.
Does
that mean I can fart on camera now?
I know, we're getting a little too comfortable. But breakup, we knew we were going to break up because we had just graduated high school. We're both from Washington. I was moving to California. He was moving to Indiana. Okay? Which, anyways, but
yeah.
he was moving to Indiana. So it was more of like we know we're going to break up. We just don't know when. So we were still like dating, hanging out over the summer. This is like July. My parents have this rule, and they had this rule. No boy over at the house when we're not home. Okay, that was like their big rule. That, my dad. It was like the one rule, like,
so funny.
Oboe cannot be over here when one of us is like not here.
That motherfucker.
So we were gonna go out on a date that day, but he was supposed to come over at like 4:00 because my parents weren't home yet. He ends up rolling up at like 1 p.m. and I'm home alone. And I was like, hey, like, and I opened the door immediately. I think we should break up. Immediately straight out of the gate.
Like, you open the door,
like,
hey,
word
I
vomit.
think we should, I can't.
I was like, all right. We end up like talking. I'm like, I've never been broken up with before. So I was like, all right. And he's like, okay, like, can I get my stuff back? So we like walk through my house to like my back laundry room. I like hand him like sweaters and shit.
What a bastard.
And then he just like leaves. I'm home alone. Just leaves. And then I was like processing. And then I started bawling, crying. I'm not a crier. Like, anyone that knows me, I am like not a bitch to cry at all, ever. So when I do, people are always like in a panic. It's honestly really funny to see.
It is.
Like,
funny.
whenever I am crying, people's look on their face is just like fear.
It is scary because I'm like, can I touch you?
Literally.
Or are you going to yell at me? Like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like,
everybody. Like, even like Carly's known me forever.
So funny.
She's still like shook when I cry. She doesn't know what to do because people are like,
we're like they're
yeah,
there.
like, do I like touch her? Like,
no, I remember once when I asked, I was like, can I hug you? Or are you overstimulated?
even in Vegas, when I was just crying, so I was like pissed off.
Oh, I think that's what it was. Because I was like, when was the last time I saw you cry?
Because I was just annoyed. That was like
that.
Annoyed tears.
Yeah, no,
I was like,
when you're so angry.
I was like, you're really gonna do this?
Yeah, no. That's why I didn't know if I should touch you.
That's literally the last time I cried.
That is so funny. Yeah, I forgot. I couldn't remember what it was. I just remember seeing.
Yeah, and you and Carly were like
pissed crying.
That's why I was like trying to hide it because I was like, fuck, I know they're gonna feel awkward.
We're like,
But anyway, so I started like bawling, crying. I start FaceTiming like my friends one by one. I have like 4 like best friends in high school. I'm just like sobbing on the phone. Long story short, they all end up coming over. We have like a really, honestly, really cute like girly sleepover. But I would say, like, ranking all of my breakups thus far, that has been my biggest crash out. Because other relationships, like, obviously we're gonna get into it. I have been pretty like, I'm the type of person. I'm like one of the girls, I guess, I've learned this about myself. I break up before the breakup.
Yeah.
Like, by the time, especially if I'm breaking up with you, I have been done for a year.
Yeah, been mentally checked out.
So where by the time that we actually break up, like, I'm not tripping. But for this one, I got broken up with my first relationship. Looking back, I'm like, I don't know if I ever loved him, but like if that would, like, a first love situation, I was crying randomly for like months. I was on my skin tea shit. But what did help, even though my crash out was so bad, I was going into college, and that helped because it was just like that adjustment period.
Perfect timing. No, literally.
Like summer going into college. So, yeah, that was my first relationship.
And let me just add, Obo is a bum for breaking up with you the way he did.
Yes.
Because when you reiterated, like, you guys knew you were going to break up because of the fact that you guys were going to different colleges in different states. Mm-hmm. I feel like the way a breakup like that normally goes is you guys literally stay together until like the last second, and it's just a mutual, like, very clean breakup.
Yeah.
He went about, like, I just don't know why.
He went about it a really weird way.
And a shitty way, but either way, I think it's better it ended that way because it made it to where you weren't attached to him at all because he was the bad guy.
Yeah.
So I think no matter what, that was how it should have ended, but it's like, you guys definitely could have.
It could have ended on a way more like
you guys could have ended on good enough terms to where, like, it wouldn't be super weird. Like, let's say you were home and you ran into him. You wouldn't be like, oh my God. Like, you might be like, oh, like, weird. We dated like 5 years ago, but we're cool, whatever.
But I will say, self-disclosure, to be fully transparent, me and him were hooking up over breaks for like the next like year.
I didn't remember that.
To be fully transparent, let's be honest, you guys, we're all friends here. So we broke up, but then like I feel like that's such a thing also for high school relationships. Like, oh, like you're gonna be home over Christmas, whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, that don't count. Whatever.
He was still, what's interesting, his type, like, he loves a mousy brunette, right? So it's like mousy brunette, me, mousy brunette, but every girlfriend he has had after me has been black.
He had another black girlfriend?
He's had 2 other black girlfriends since me.
What's wrong with him? That's really weird.
I don't know.
Wait, that's the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Why? How do I say this? Because we're on camera. Because, you know, we've had men, I've literally had men tell me this, so if someone tells me I'm wrong, I don't give a Men will go for an easier option. Like, I've heard this shit since middle school. Like, I remember overhearing boys talk about some of the girls and literally in middle school be like, oh, she's a butterface, but her body's nice and she's easy.
That's insane.
Is he just like screwing around
here's
with the
what
white
I think.
girls?
Here's what I think. I think that might be his, like, oh, he thinks they're cute, whatever. Uh-huh. I think he wants to marry a black woman, though. That's what I think. And I don't know. I don't want to give myself too much credit because I was 17. But it's like he had never done anything with a black girl, and then we dated, and since then he's been messing with it. I don't know.
My theory is, because with you saying that, I think he's attracted to both, which literally makes, like, it's just completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, I can't get over that ex-girlfriend. But oh my goodness, like, I think he's more into black women. Yes, he wants to marry a black woman. But I still think I might be slightly onto something with just, like, hooking up with white women. Because I'm like, is he also like not hooking up with black women?
Yeah.
Because they're more likely to not just be down to around. So I also wonder, we'll never know.
Yeah,
but it's just weird.
Yeah.
Because I've never heard that. Like, ugly white girl and beautiful black woman, those are your types? That is the weirdest shit I've ever heard.
Stop.
No, like, that's what I'm like, genuinely, that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Because I'm like, why wouldn't you want to, like, marry a white girl? Because clearly he's committing to the black
I know
ones.
he doesn't, though. I really don't think he does.
I think I'm right then. He weird. Huh.
Yeah.
And it would be different if they were, like, also pretty white girls. Because I could just be like, okay, he just thinks hot is hot. Mm-hmm. But they're not hot. That's why it doesn't make any sense.
I don't know.
Unless he has, like, does he have low self-esteem or does he know he's hot?
I mean, the last time I saw him, he was literally, like, 19 years old.
That's so funny.
But...
Oh, yeah.
So I couldn't tell you today.
Right before COVID.
I could not, literally. I could not tell you
God.
today. But, I mean, in high school, I think he was very much in the normal phase of, like... I'm trying to figure out, like, my style and, like, how I want to be perceived. And, like, I feel like in high school, I helped him with that. Like, I remember when we first started dating, like, I think our first date, like, we went thrifting or something. And
you said fix this shit
I made him a Pinterest board of, like, outfits. This man could not dress. I'm being so serious. Ask Carly. He could not dress.
Damn, you put him on.
I put him on, and he knows it. I put him on in high school. If you asked him today, he would be like, yeah.
That's
literally
so funny.
So it's like, I think, yeah, it was normal for his age.
Huh.
But yeah, so that was my first relationship. And the breakup. I would say what I learned most from that breakup is that really time heals all wounds, but like it does make a difference. Like that was a breakup where I was like, I'm not gonna be okay. Literally, I was not good for the longest.
That's so funny.
But then one day I was just like over it. You know?
Yeah, and here we are.
How
many years later?
I know. Still talking about it.
No. Always. I'll be 50.
I know.
Still talking
Remember
about
that time?
No,
Literally.
literally. Because I'll come up with new details that I hadn't thought of before.
Of course. Kiara and I talk about the same shit on a loop. It probably does not help that we both have hyperfixations.
Oh my god.
Literally,
Is that why our FaceTime calls are that
we
long?
We can talk about the same thing for like an infinite amount of time and be as entertained as if it's
like
the first time.
Like the shit spray story?
Literally. Every time. But that's why, not to toot our own horn, but I feel like that's why we're just fun to hang out with.
Yeah, and that's why the podcast
like
is
people
podcasting.
love a story.
So
people love a
fucking
story.
I don't even my
okay,
first
build your
boyfriend.
character.
Build my character on a scale from 1 to 10,
or like name what he looks like.
What the scale? Did we call him? Did we ever have? Wait, have we?
We have not talked about them yet.
What?
Have we really not? Like, not an actual dedicated. He doesn't have a name.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I was like, let me step up my game then.
Yeah, he does not have a name yet.
Because I was over here thinking, I was like, they already like know.
No.
The little shits, they know. But
no.
Okay. I'm going to call him Corn Dog because, no, it makes very much sense.
Okay.
We were fatties when we were together, and we loved eating the Korean corn dogs. And he's Korean, so I fucking love those corn dogs. Oh, it's sick. God, they're so good.
I know, I had one with you. I want another one. I just like melty cheese.
Oh, the cheese. I just thought about Chili's, and now I'm mad.
Oh my god, don't even say that. Should we go?
Fuck, I love Chili's!
No, we're not, because we're going to 33 Tops later.
I know. We'll get our mozzarella sticks, though. Anyway, I digress. So, corn dog, circa, Jesus Christ, was it 2019?
Yeah.
Pre-COVID. So funny.
Literally, you were in Seattle.
I cannot believe we haven't talked about him. Sorry, that's so funny. I was not ready for the whole story. No, I got it in my brain, in my noggin.
So funny.
But, no, attractiveness on a scale from 1 to 10. So, he's a 6'4" Korean, which is unheard of. Love it.
Not unheard of.
Well, no, like, there's tall Asians. But, like, coming from San Diego, because it's a shit ton of Asians where I was in San Diego. Mm-hmm. Like, if you know, like, Kearney Mesa or, SDSU, or no, UCSD. Just, like, I literally forgot Asians were a minority because I lived in San Diego. Because it was predominantly white, Asian, and then, like, some Latinos and blacks in the mix, but barely. But, no, I was like, good for him. I know it sounds weird saying it, but I was like, purebred Asian, and he's just 6'4". That's wild.
How tall are his parents?
That's what I was just gonna say. His dad, 6 foot flat, and he's also fully Korean. I was like, what the is happening?
That's a thing, though. Like, I know a lot of guys who are like 6'4", and their parents are like 5'5" and like 5'10".
See, the dad was 6 foot, but his mom, she was like 5'3", 5'4". And so was the sister. The sister, tiny. No, they were like 5'1" in this bitch. So, yet, even his dad was considered tall, too. But 6'4", there's no one else in the family that's tall like that.
Probably like a distant relative, like a grandparent.
Isn't that
like,
funny as shit? But so, he had the height going for him. When I first met him, I thought he was cute. But he looked like... Okay, you guys know how a white nigga is called a wigga? What do you call an Asian? What do you call an Asian who's trying to, like, be black? There isn't a word, right?
Appropriation?
Yeah, that too.
No, but here was the gag.
Wait,
about that.
Which one? The hair?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting to.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. No. Because I met him on Tinder. So funny. I'm in Mexico for Christina's 21st birthday. She's the only one of her friends who was 21, and her rich ass mother flew all of us out, like inclusive resort.
I know.
We were could not believe. No, best trip I've ever been on.
Mexico so bad.
I know. I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to be on a beach, sippy.
I know, literally. Fuck. Eating guac.
I know. Taquitos.
Sorry. Continue.
But, No, I was in Mexico. And it's funny because I was done with trying to like hook up with people or find a relationship at the time because I had deleted my dating apps. But one of the girls on the trip, she had literally just gotten broken up with like not even a week before the trip. And she had never used dating apps. So I was like, I'm a veteran, bitch. Fucking got you. I was on that shit when I should not have been. Did you guys, I don't think anyone else knows this because I've been on dating apps too long. Tinder, you could used to be on it when you were 17. You could be 17 and be on Tinder because they would separate the 17 and the 18-year-olds from the 19 and up.
No way.
So you could match with other just 17 and 18-year-olds.
Yeah.
Tinder used to, dude, I feel old as shit.
That's insane. I didn't know that.
But then it was creepy because literal pedophiles
would lie about their age.
They would, and it's clearly a grown man.
Right.
16. Your name's is Charles? That's a lie. That's a lie. But no, I was showing this girl how to use Tinder because I was unfortunately a Tinder veteran. And I re-downloaded my Tinder because I didn't delete the profile. I just deleted the app.
Yeah.
And I go to show her, like, you swipe right, you swipe left. This is a super like, this is that, da-da-da.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, so like, for example, because I would get a lot of super likes, but it's always from like the creepiest men
right,
ever.
like the trolls under the bridge.
Literal trolls. I could not have said it better myself. But so I was like, here, like, let me show you Serena. Like, I'll find someone who super liked me. I keep scrolling. First super like was Corn Dog. So
yes, Corn Dog.
And I was like, oh. Like, I was surprised because I was like, so if I was 19, he was 21 or 22 at the time. I think he was 21. Yeah, like, cute little Asian boy. At that point, I was no longer a Korea boo. Thank fucking God.
I always die whenever you say that.
It's so, that was a real phase of my life. Like, I hate that people remember that. Like, if they randomly think about me, they're like, oh, in middle school, that bitch was weird. Like, yeah, I was. I was. High school, horrible. But no, I was like, I was like, oh no, like, he's cute. I literally can remember his photos. Because he's a little f***ing sound engineer, whatever, in the studio. So he'd have his little photos in the stew posted up. But this was the thing. Something about him, again, he's Asian, but it was like giving Wigga, like, I want to be black.
Yeah.
And I think in one of his pictures, or I found out later, he had braids. I don't think it was on his Tinder.
It was a gym selfie.
Yeah. Okay, so he must have texted it to me.
And he had cornrows. Okay.
And he's Korean.
So, here's my thing. Does Korean hair need to be braided in cornrows? No. Does that need a protective style? Asian is like the strongest hair.
He had a do-rag
literally with his coarse ass strands. You do not need cornrows, brother. Okay? That sent me. I was like, ew.
I know. Carson does not that shit.
We all know. I love a white man. Okay? I hate a wigga. I do. That is so ugly to me.
Oh my God, I never told you, so I'll tell you on camera. I'll say his name because I don't care. Ryan.
No,
Downey.
I know.
Sorry.
I know.
Downey Ryan.
I know.
Sorry, as soon as I said it, I was like, wait. No, I was like, my bad.
I know who you're talking about.
So Downey Ryan.
Yes.
We know multiple.
I love that we're just telling people.
Well, when their name is Ryan or Chris.
Right, it's like that could literally
I don't give a fuck.
Anybody.
Like,
yeah.
I'll say another one. Andrew? Everyone has the name Andrew. I literally currently know like 5 Andrews. That's why I was like, but with the other names, like Obo, we can't say that.
Right.
I can't say.
Yeah, like some of them, it's like, obviously, anybody that knows us in real life always knows who we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was like, I don't care.
But it's like, it doesn't matter. But anyways.
But so I digress. Those 2 stories don't know. But yeah, Downey Ryan.
Right.
This is a wigga who's been pining after me for like.
But he's like not.
A wigga?
No.
Carson?
Like, I think of like your coworker. I think of like the specific, like,
Stop.
really, like, Corn Dog. Like, dude, you live in Thousand Oaks and you're Korean.
Bruh.
Why do you have cornrows? knows?
Right.
It really does not make sense to me.
Yeah.
And this is what I was going to say, though. I love a white man. I hate Wicca, because here's why.
Why?
They love me, obviously. But it's like, I know you're going to ruin my life. And you're going to make me, like, try and, like, feel okay about you saying nigga. And I won't.
Been there, done that.
I don't care what song's playing.
Bro, I
don't care. That pisses me off.
Well, and my thing is, too, like, if I wanted to date a nigga, I'll date a nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna date a nigga with white skin on. What are we doing? Like, that's so much worse than just a nigga.
Suit. Literally,
no, where's my super suit? No, but like, for real, I don't need a nigga doing whiteface.
Literally, he's like cosplaying experience.
Thank you. There's the word I was looking for. I could not think
your
of
cosplaying struggle. Stop.
Thank you.
I hate that shit.
It's like, you do not want the true black experience, bro.
If you're white, just be white. Like, if I like you, you're already white. You know what I mean? Like, it's okay.
No, that's why I bring up Downey Ryan, because I'll put the screenshot. I stopped giving any fucks approximately 3 days ago, and it's been really fun.
Okay.
So with this one, I remember, or maybe you didn't see it, I posted on my story a meme that said, or it's not even a meme, but it just says, she be like, you mine. First of all, I'm on probation. I belong to the state. So
I did see that.
That just made me laugh, because what the I post that, he swipes up and goes, how I felt, LMAO, at least the second part. I said, are you saying you're a felon?
Stop.
What are we talking about?
What did he say? He probably has a DUI.
He literally said, no, LMAO, but I was in trouble with the law and couldn't get in any trouble for the duration of my case. But I may end up getting a warrant for some. And that's how he wrote it, some. Please look at that. Is he trying to, like, act like a convict because I'm black and he thinks that's going to make me want him?
Why? You think we have this in common or what? Here's my thing. This makes me want to block you.
No, that's why I literally reacted with the emojis and said nothing else. Is that not weird as I forgot to tell you. Yeah. I was like...
He's trying to, like... Maybe he thinks that you're, like, on probation.
Because I'm black?
I don't know.
No, literally. Make it make sense. But so, with that digression, back to Korean corn dog.
Yeah.
Fucking rice flour instead of corn flour. Mm-hmm. Anyway.
Good one.
No, that shit's so good. But so, I see him on Tinder. I think nothing of it, because I was already, like, emotionally clocked out. I was like, I'm gonna die alone forever at 19. And I remember him DMing me, and I didn't respond. And then he double messaged me. This man wants to be black, because he literally was like, damn, that's how it is? Like, that's how it is, shawty? When you're Korean. It's just, I'm all seeing this in hindsight, though. At 19, I'm not I'm not processing.
But now it's like, ugh.
But so, I'm living it up in Mexico. And then I go to Seattle to visit Carson. This was such a fun December, but I got the sickest I've ever gotten in my life, because going from the hottest weather to, like, the coldest weather.
Yeah, it was Seattle in December.
Horrible.
So, yeah, it was rough.
And I don't do rain. So just imagine that. Yeah. But no, so I was talking to him the whole time I was in Seattle too. And then we had our first date, like, wait, he picked me up from the airport. Oh, that was cute. I still hate you.
But yeah, we love that. Do things for me.
I just remembered that. Yeah. So he picked me up from the airport. Our first date, we went to that vegan pho place. Was it me, you, Mark, and...
Yeah, oh my God.
Oh.
That place was so good.
It's
we gotta go back.
I know, it's so freaking good.
That place was really good.
We went to this Vietnamese place for our first date. Got pho, whatever. Honestly, our first date is a blur to me. Even when we were dating, I would be like, how did our first date go? I wasn't even like up or nothing. I don't know.
You were nervous.
Probably. I was like, he's tall. Ugh. I have not been with a man that tall. Oh my God. It's been 6 years. It's been 6 years. The fuck. But so, yeah, we did the do, whatever. This is the craziest shit I'm about to say, too. The night after, or the morning after, he's not washing his hands.
Oh.
He goes to the bathroom. I know he took a shit because he was gone longer than like 8 minutes. You're taking a shit, sir. He comes out. He walks right past the sink and starts walking towards me. And I'm looking at him like, and I go, did you take a poop? like a child? Like you're talking, like, did you take a number 2?
Ew, stop.
And I go, you didn't wash your hands. And he literally lied to my face. He was like, he was laughing though. I was like, this is.
No, here's the thing about corn dog. Nasty.
No, like.
Nasty.
Oh my God, I didn't know this was going to be a corn. There's so much about him.
Yeah, we'll like talk. Obviously, there needs to be an in-depth story time.
We'll do an in-depth one so I don't get overwhelmed.
But
because
nasty.
As I'm talking, I'm like, oh my God, I forgot this and this and this and this. I digress. Mother was nasty, but he's sitting there laughing in my face saying he washed his hands when I know he didn't. And then he proceeded to go wash his hands because he knew he did not wash his fucking hands. And then we became official boyfriend and girlfriend like a week later.
It was that soon?
Dude, it was fast as
I don't remember.
No,
it's all a blur.
That was a lesbian U-Haul moment for me.
Yeah.
Very much so. I asked him over text. Yes, I asked him. I know. I'm impatient. I hate that shit. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, what the f-? And I also remember our text conversation. I'll put a screenshot because funny. He had a girlfriend before me. He was my first boyfriend. He literally texted me something like, relationships aren't hard. Like, just don't cheat on me. Spoiler alert. He ended up being a fucking cheater. And so that's why it's really funny.
No, any guy that talks about cheating, you're thinking about it too much. So you probably do it.
Any man that exists is most likely a cheater. I don't trust him.
No, I've been watching Temptation Island, the new season. I've been watching it with current man.
Yeah.
And watching it with a man is so funny. Because all of these couples are like our age.
That's horrible.
They're like, we've been dating for 2 years. Like, I'm 25 and he's 26. And just seeing the difference and like how these men are really sitting. You know, really quick diversion. There's this black guy in it. He's 25. He literally like giving like JJBB like threesome.
Oh God.
Like obsessed, and the girl's not as into it.
Yeah.
He literally ends up having one with 2 girls at the other house. And then he's like, honestly, like, I think my girl, like, if anything, I think I'm being a really good guy just because I'm doing what I want to do, but then I'm sticking with it and I'm being honest about it so she can't be mad. Like, that's how men think. Like, fully justifying. But
men
anyway.
think?
Right.
No, fuck?
Right.
Oh, hell no. Yeah, no.
But,
no.
yeah, but anyway.
Woo!
So, yeah, with Corn Dog, though, how was the breakup?
Yeah, so with Corn Dog, though, so that's when we started dating right before COVID. Dated through COVID, which was a whole thing because our schools sent us away.
Thank God I was single during COVID.
They banished us. They said, get off the property. You have 3 days. Swear to God.
I left that night.
No, people were freaking out, scrambling. Because international students couldn't go home.
Yeah.
The borders were closed.
No, we all remember.
No, it was insane. Because with our school, too, we had a shit ton of Chinese students. It's not funny. I'm just laughing.
No, but imagine being stranded.
No, because they literally, like, kicked them out. And they were like, China's the one place.
No, we can't go.
Cannot go right now.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it was so bad. It was so bad. The grocery stores were, like, on fire. Like.
Yeah, what a time. Crazy.
So funny. But so I have a boyfriend during that. He lived in Thousand Oaks. I moved back to San Diego, and so we would do like the social distancing shit. Like I would go and spend the night at his family's place for literally like a whole week because I was working remotely.
Yeah.
Then when I'd go back home, we'd social or quarantine for 2 weeks, and then we'd do it again. Cute, whatever. Throughout the relationship, I was like, in hindsight, I was too immature to be in a relationship. Like, I was very obsessed with the idea of having a boyfriend because I had never had one, of like the idea of having a guy like me because guys had never liked me. Like, I grew up big, and then in like the worst types of environment I could possibly be in as a black fat girl, like in places where not only is the beauty standard white blonde, it's literally like anorexic. Like
like skinty.
No, like literally the girls had eating disorders and guys were like, "Oh yeah, I like that." My middle school, high school was on some weird shit because all the girls were taking Adderall. So they forgot to eat.
We'll talk about this in literally the next episode we're filming today.
Yeah.
But just the time period we were like peak like Tumblr 2016, like very much like skinny white girl era. Like when we were in our developmental years.
The horror.
So let's keep that in mind. So literally.
So when I say anorexic, people think, yeah, it was like Tumblr.
Because it was like Acacia Brindley, Alexis Ren.
The thigh gap, bro. I wish I could burn that from my memory. I would have to weigh 90 pounds to have a thigh gap.
Literally the other day, I was like talking to him about that. I was wearing spandex shorts, and he goes, "Oh my god, you have a thigh gap." I literally looked at him. I was like, "Don't say that to me, because you're gonna actually make me stop eating. Like, don't encourage me like that."
That's how serious it
goes.
But no. Like with the relationship with Corn Dog, we both made mistakes in the sense of like, or not even mistakes, like we were just immature and we weren't in the points in our lives to be in a relationship. Like he kept trying to pursue various businesses that were failing because like he needed money to do like the real estate thing, for example.
Yeah.
So when we were living together, he literally couldn't afford rent anymore. Like we had to move out. Like we didn't break, or at the time we weren't planning on a breakup.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, like I have to
go
move.
home.
He literally had to. So it's like stuff like that, or like with me, or both of us actually. I forget. Like we were both overweight. In our relationship, he gained 100 pounds. Oh. You heard that here, folks. He gained 100 pounds. I gained 40 to 50. And, like, we would fight over that, too. Because he would try and say, like, it was my fault he gained weight. No one told you to buy the Costco size jumbo Kit Kats and eat the whole thing in 2 days. Like, nobody, that's all him. I don't like Kit Kats. The fuck? But I think the relationship just really started going downhill because, like, he started to envy me. I was working 2 jobs. I was a full-time student. I had an internship. I was trying to lose weight. He was just at home all the time, on his ass with the dog. Yeah. And I would try to encourage him.
Oh my god, I forgot you had a dog together.
I don't think he has the dog anymore.
I know. I don't think so either.
Yeah. Sad. R.I.P. Well, no, I don't think he's
but you
dead.
guys had a whole ass like little life. You know what I mean?
I think
I know. But that's like.
And
that makes the breakup so much more intense, and that's something I have not experienced yet.
Because as my first relationship too, how do I word it? I put a lot into the idea of our future, so like I was like really invested, and we had an apartment together, all that shit. And so when it came to the breakup, because what ultimately happened was, he basically was like, we're holding each other back from our highest potentials, which was true.
Yeah.
Like, he was right. He was like, I can't invest myself in my career and my business as much as I want to because I'm living with you. Like, I need to live at home and like shit like that. At the time, I didn't understand because I was very much like, if there's love, that should be enough. But this is the relationship that taught me that love is not enough. It's literally that at all, ever.
Right.
And so that was really tough because I was like, well, why can't you live at home and we're still together? Like, I was willing to make it work any way possible, but he was at his own breaking point. Like, he hated himself. And now in hindsight, I'm like, no, I get it. If I were at my rock bottom, the last thing you want
is a relationship.
And with someone who is not emotionally mature enough to like, because I would be the one starting random fights and shit because I was insecure. Like,
yeah.
Oh, you're hanging out with your friends instead of me? You hate me. Like, stupid, annoying ass shit like that. And so when the actual breakup happened, biggest crash out of my life. Biggest crash out of my life. I remember I was working at a dispensary at the time. Not even a full month. We broke up. And he, like, went back to his parents' house for, like, a week. And I was just alone.
I remember that. I was worried about you.
It was hard. That was so, like, being in the apartment, that was, like, your guys' apartment.
No, I know. That's sad as hell.
And he's just gone.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was so rough. But so, like, we broke up. We got back together for, like, literally only, like, a day. Like, I literally, like, force convinced him to get back together. Because I was like, if you're saying you love me and all this, like, we can make it work, whatever. But now that he was with his family, and especially coming from an Asian family, because with that background too, he always wanted his parents to be proud of him. And they never once said that they were proud of him. They always would, like, tell him to his face he was a failure. So ultimately, they literally told him, like, you need to break up with her and focus on yourself. And so that's what he did. Yeah. And they didn't like me either because I wasn't Asian. Sorry. I can't crawl back into the womb. Like, so annoying. But so the breakup was really rough for me, especially because when I mentioned earlier he was a cheater, we were back. Okay, this shit is so stupid because we no longer had the title as boyfriend and girlfriend, but we agreed to still be exclusive. Like, we had a whole conversation about how, like, we're just focusing on ourselves. Like, the point of breaking up wasn't to get with other people. It was to, like, find each other again, you know?
That's what
they all say. And mind you, I still have the apartment with him. And we're not hooking up. At least he did that. Like, he wouldn't let it happen because he was like, we're broken up. Yeah. No, I find out because we were moving we were hanging out. We're, like, in a situationship at this point. He's driving, asks me to check his phone. I see his text messages, and I see a side-eye emoji to an unsaved number. I open that shit. He was texting some bitch from his gym in Thousand Oaks. Yeah. Over here telling me how much he loves me, like door dashing me lunch, all this crazy shit. And he's texting some bitch that she should be his dessert tonight. Are you fucking serious?
He's a sweet treat.
No, so, and I know that man shit his pants. He's driving, so he can't stop. He's like, give me my phone. And I'm like, no. And I remember we were literally moving that day. Yeah. He was helping me move to my new place. He kept being like, I'm just going to drop you off. I literally, most psycho shit ever. I was like, I'm not getting out the car. No, because I knew his best friend, Amon, I don't give a fuck, was meeting us at the old apartment to help us move. Yeah. I was about to interrogate that mother because, like, did you know? Stop. No, because what? Lo and behold, turns out we pull up. Amon's there, has no idea what's happening. Yikes, brother. He thinks we're on good terms. Like, he knows we're broken up, but he thinks we're, like, chilling. I go up to him. I was like, did you fucking know? The fear in this man's eyes. Mind you. Of course he does. No, but this is the gag. Corn Dog is a fucking dog, bro. Because I asked him. I said, did you know me and Corn Dog are exclusive right now? So it's me standing here. Amon's there. Corn Dog's behind me. Amon looked terrified. Yeah. And mind you, this guy was like probably 4 years older than me. He's terrified. Like a grown man. He keeps looking at Corn Dog and then looking at me because he's literally like, oh my God. He's like, what is happening? I'm like, did you know that me and Corn Dog were exclusive and that he's texting some bitch from the gym? Because here's the thing. Amon and the other friend, I'll say it again, Chris. See, another Chris. Who gives a They were a workout trio. So I knew that one of them put him on. The girl, I knew it.
Here's the thing about guy friendships.
Whores.
They do not care.
They don't give a
They're trying, like, literally with my latest ex, His brother was trying to get him to download Hinge like 2 days after we broke up.
No, they don't give a
what's wrong with you?
They could watch their best friend cheat on the mother of his own children
and not do a thing.
And not bat an eye.
Crazy.
No, insane. But so, Amon was like, he was like, I didn't know you guys were like together. Corndog didn't tell me. And Amon's not like a liar.
Yeah.
I really don't believe he is. Like, sweet Indian man, whatever. I really would love to believe he was not. No, he was terrified. He was like, Kiara, he was like, I didn't know. He said he was single.
Stop. Yeah, and guys do not be asking follow-ups like that.
Because guys don't ask. No, guys don't know no details.
About
no, this
anything.
man, I started spilling all the beans on Corndog in front of Corndog. The look on this guy's face.
Yeah,
he didn't know any of this shit. But so that is what happened. Corndog got the girl's Instagram and phone number through the two gym bros because he fucking told them he was just single.
Yeah.
Insane. And I even no, he's just a bum. Like, I would call him out on shit over FaceTime. You were there for it. No, actually, imagine.
Silence.
I'll be like, why did you cheat on me?
And I'm just in the passenger seat like.
No, he literally wouldn't say anything. It would be 5 minutes. And I'd be, swear to God. Swear to God.
Literally.
So, when it came to the actual breakup, I literally lost like 20 pounds. I could not eat. Could not sleep. Yeah. I was crying all the time. I couldn't breathe. I didn't want to watch TV. Dude, it was so bad. It's not funny. I would have one protein shake a day.
Literally, I was genuinely, because it was during COVID too. I think it was just when I came back from like, because I went during like the time, obviously I was in school too and I had to leave. Yeah. So I was living at home like in Washington for like 6 months. And then I came back and I'm like, what the hell is going on?
My other best friend from San Diego, she had to pull up.
Yeah, it was bad.
She pulled up at like 11 p.m. She drove 2 hours because
it was bad.
No, it was bad. How do you say the word emaciated? Do that.
Yeah.
Literally not okay.
Yeah, no, it was bad. And it was worse because you were living alone in that apartment.
Dude, like in your space with your man. Yeah. That's what me up.
No, and I get that.
I was like, I couldn't handle it. But no, now we're good because he was now I know we got to do a deep dive on a different episode. Because no, you guys don't
Just of all of his nasty shenanigans.
Literally like wiping boogers on my wall. He gave me the worst like UTI yeast infection I've ever had in my life. No, like it's a whole thing.
It's gross.
How would I rate? We should rate the relationship or like the breakup on a scale
of how bad.
Yeah. What was yours for Obo?
An 8.
Like how bad?
Yeah. I would say from 0 being I don't care to 10 being like I literally need to do a 5150. I would say I was like at an 8.
I think with Corndog, because it's been so long now that I'm just like,
like how you felt at that time. At that time, I was an 8. Now, in retrospect, it's like, obviously, I was a child.
At the time, it was probably an 8.
Yeah.
An 8. Now, I'm like a 3.
Yeah.
Like, who give a
Right.
Yeah, that's what I would say. And that was 2019 to, like, 2021.
Yeah.
So then...
So now going into next... Let's keep the micro ones really short, because we've literally already talked about them. No, you're good.
Oh, the micro ones.
For the micro ones.
Yeah.
Just because we've literally already talked about them. Corndog needed to be talked about.
Sorry, I thought you meant about Corndog. I was like, my
we have not talked about Corndog, so that's why it needed to be talked
about.
No,
I was so shook. I couldn't believe it because I was like, whoa, I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, no, we haven't. But for my micro one, I'll build my character. 6'3", light skin. That's what I'm saying. If I'm anything...
You're so annoying. Annoying.
I'm annoying. But I'm a height connoisseur, okay? You will never catch me dating anyone, or you won't.
That's true. But so
anyways,
6'3", light skin.
6'3", light skin, football player.
Wow. Didn't you do track too?
Yeah, track.
Wow.
So guys, anyways, crazy. On a scale of 1 to 10, he was. Here's the thing. I met him on Tinder. On Tinder, he was a 10. In real life, he was a 6.5.
Sorry.
So 6.5. His name. What did we name him? I forget.
I don't remember, but he's from the Sacramento one. He's weird.
Okay, we'll name him Sack.
Yeah.
So, anyways, really quick, I've literally told this story. Sophomore year, circa 2019. I was bored. I was single. I wanted attention. I downloaded Tinder. I met man on Tinder. We started dating for a week. He convinced me to visit his family in Sacramento. I got the ick and realized he was a freak. I broke up with him over Snapchat.
I remember that.
And then COVID happened. That's literally, so breakup. I was never even in it to get out of it. So I had no feelings. I remember I broke up with him over Snapchat. It was literally my hand on it was my hand. I was doing something. His response was his hand, a Snapchat photo on a steering wheel.
Yes, I literally was going to say it's on a steering wheel.
And it was like, okay.
And then what? A few days later was like, I have your scrunchie.
No, when I was already home, like in the peak COVID.
Yeah, let me fly back out and pick up my fucking
Literally,
scrunchie.
hello? No, I literally remember I broke up over Snapchat. I was so relieved. And I saw you on campus. And I was like, oh my God, girl, like, I broke up with him, thank God. And I did a happy dance in the piazza. Same day. I did not care. Because I knew, I was like, I do not want this man.
How long did you even date?
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, that really is
I did not care.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
I did not care. It was not even a breakup. It was not even a relationship. I was happy as a clam. I did not care. So that relationship, that breakup was a -2. I was happy. I was like, finally. God.
There's not much to say about that one. That one didn't, yeah.
It was nothing.
That 2 weeks?
It was nothing.
That really is a micro relationship. I
had no emotional investment in that man at all.
When me, you, and Mark, that was our
we were all
gay bestie roommate. We all were dating someone at the same time.
It was a shit show.
That is so funny. The way all of us are not with who we were dating at that time either is killing me.
But yeah, so that was mine.
Who the was next? You again?
You were micro. Wait, oh no, we're doing timelines.
If it's chronological.
So mine, no.
Who am I missing?
Yes.
You.
Because me, JJ, and BB are 2 weeks apart. Mine's 2 weeks before you, remember?
No way.
Mm-hmm. Because when we met BB, I was not JJ's girlfriend yet. But we had just started going out.
I did not remember that.
The timelines are really close.
What? When we met BB, you were already talking to JJ?
Yeah.
Did not recall, but okay.
That month. Okay, so JJ's next.
Have we done an action? Oh, no. No, because you were... Oh. No, sorry.
What?
I was processing things in real time. Because I was like, have we done, an actual story about JJ?
No.
And I was like, no, because...
We haven't.
Yeah. Too fresh.
Well,
it wasn't years ago. That's what I'm saying.
My mom asked me, are you ever going to talk about JJ on the podcast? I was like, yeah.
I was like, that's content, baby. The hell?
I don't think they'll care. I mean, they will, but I don't care. Anyways.
And plus, that's fun. It's a funny story. So.
Let's build my character. So, if you guys have been here since the first episode, it's been a long road. But JJ, 6'6". White man. Really white. Glasses.
Would you like to mention his hairlines?
Hairline receding.
Receded.
Stop!
He would be so mad if he heard that.
And yeah, ginger adjacent. So
so white that he burns, he doesn't tan.
Right.
Some Irish shit. And hairline, swear to God.
Stop.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
So anyway, okay. Really keeping it really brief because this is gonna be a whole episode again in itself. So let's just keep it really brief.
Damn, we should do an episode and put corn dog and JJ
in
story.
one?
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll do it.
Hell yeah. Anyway,
stay tuned. So, I met JJ circa 2021.
Post COVID.
Post COVID, literally Labor Day weekend, senior year.
Oh god.
Okay, we both went to the same college. He never graduated. And we met in a college bar. And
I forgot that.
Yeah, it was fine. Like, he was tall, funny, like very charismatic guy. And yeah, we started dating. Ended up getting in a relationship like a couple months in, and he was like a long-term boyfriend. I dated JJ for 3 years.
Which is insane.
And we broke up July 2024. Ooh, God. Anyways, the breakup. We're going to get into it. This relationship had a lot of issues.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
I was like, don't skip it, baby.
No, I'm not skipping it. I'm giving you guys context. I'll give you some of the highlights.
Yeah, just some little snippy snooze. I think you should mention just like
some of the events.
Like the very first thing, his very first red flag.
Oh, okay.
That's like
very first red flag.
Because you cried. You came up and cried to me. You terrified me, bitch.
I know, in campus, in the middle of campus again.
I remember everything. I remember how the weather was. No, like, I remember everything. I remember because I was like, what the
Yeah, we were like in front of the Starbucks.
Yes, you know our little spot?
Yeah, literally.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that you need to mention for sure. This is the first, and you guys had only been dating
like maybe a month?
Yeah, maybe a month.
Okay, so this is the first red flag.
He's also older than her. I don't think you mentioned
Yeah,
it.
so he was like a super senior. So I was 21 and he was 23.
Oh, okay.
23. So, yeah, we'd been dating for like a month. Everything was fine, like normal. Seemed at first really normal, stable, just like your run of the mill like funny dude. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he was in a frat for a second. And then well, here's the first red flag. The first time he picked me up in his car. Did you know he had a breathalyzer in his car?
No. Why do you hide these things from me? What the Why am I finding this out 3 years later? This bitch hid so much shit from me. So much. What? You what? Really? You saw it, or did he know you saw, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so let me give you some education, you guys. For those who have never gotten a DUI, I haven't personally.
Oh my god.
JJ, before he met me, I guess he went through a dark period. Shocker. Apparently he had gotten 2 DUIs within the span of like 2 months.
Oh my god. Okay.
If you get a certain amount of DUIs, they put a breathalyzer in your car and it can't start until it's cleared.
Wait, so like
say I get in my car. I turn the car on. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep. Then you can drive.
So he did that in front of you on your first date, like after you guys got dinner?
No, it wasn't a first date. Because the first date I did not know, I had not been in his car. This was maybe like the 5th date.
Oh. But so 5th
So
date,
he did that. I was like, what is that? That was the first red flag.
Oh my god.
Okay? Second red flag was we were dating for a little bit. We were like planning on going out that night. He like ghosted me all day. And you know when you just don't talk to someone all day, you like, I know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to hang out with someone's like, I know we're not gonna end up hanging out. Like something's gonna come up. He ended up texting me like this long paragraph about like I'm going through a hard time. Like, I'm about to go to rehab.
Again.
Well, I don't know. This is early on. I'm about to go to rehab. Like,
That
I
wasn't
don't
his
think we
first
should
time.
see each other anymore or whatever. I was just, like, so, like, taken
What? Yeah,
aback,
like, what?
confused. I end up pulling up because he lives walking distance from campus. And I was like, I'm going to pull up. I just want to see what's going on. I thought he wasn't there. He's in his house chilling with his roommate.
Just chilling on the fucking couch.
Chilling.
But he just told her that, like, he was already gone and at rehab.
Yeah.
What the fuck? She told me that, and I was like, oh, he's
So
a weird-ass bitch.
So weird. So that was the second red flag. Our whole relationship, I'm glad I was in it. I've learned a lot. I feel like now, I was talking to Kiara about this last night when we were FaceTiming. I feel like now, post this relationship, has been a turning point of, like, now, as someone who's, like, in their mid-20s, now, not necessarily looking for something serious, but, like, I'm not just, like, dating to date anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like it's changed my outlook, and now I have a really clear sense of, like, my standards and what I do not need, like, don't want, and what I need, right? Like, based off of my relationship with JJ. There were a lot of issues, okay? Just the key things that I was not getting that I needed: reliability, stability, and motivation.
He was a bum.
He was a bum.
I'll chime in just really quick and just say, like, if they were supposed to go on a date, like a hiking date at, like, 10 a.m., no, he would oversleep and not be up till, like, 1 p.m. and, like, ghost his own girlfriend type of shit.
No, like, the type of thing, you could not pay this man to wake up, like, pre 1 p.m. Like, that is so ugly.
And she lightly mentioned it, but she said he's a super senior. No, to this day, he's what, 27, 28?
He literally turns 28 this month.
He's going to be 28. He still has not finished his college degree. He literally only needs to take, like, a few more classes, but he keeps just saying it's too hard, it's too much.
Yeah.
No drive.
None.
His family structure, very long story short, like, they just have money. They're very sweet. Like, I'm not saying anything bad about them, but I'm just saying, like, he always has them to rely on and to fall back on, which
like,
is
the
why
safety net is a little too secure.
Yes, so he's never had to have drive.
Right.
Never. And that's
not what I need.
That's not a husband for anybody.
That's not what I want. That's not what I need. I consider myself to be a pretty, like, high achieving, like, motivated person. And I don't want to be the breadwinner. Straight up, I don't.
And she 1,000% would have been.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I would have carried that family on my back.
Alone.
And I don't want to do that. So, ultimately, there has been a lot of problems throughout the relationship. It was one of the situations. We dated for 3 years. I was, like, telling my mom the other day, I was like, honestly, like, yeah, like, I was done with the relationship, like, kind of, like, right at the start of year 2. Like, I should have broken up with him, like, a year earlier than I did. But, I mean, so by the time we really did break up, I knew that was not, like, my husband. But, you know, I guess it's a trend because with Obo, too, like, post breaking up, we were still, like, you know, talking, hooking up, doing the things every now and then. But then the real cherry on top, thank you, was when he was just like, we're breaking up so we can be back together. Like, I'm going to get it together. I'm going to really, like, you know, and I'm going to be faithful to you. And then he ends up, like, having sex with this, like, random bitch on New Year's Eve, like, Happy New Year. So that's all I needed to hear. Once he said that was music to my ears. I was at his house. I left in the night. I asked for my key. I asked for my parking pass.
So funny.
And I have not looked back since. And it's been a beautiful experience. I said, I'm going to go. Okay, I'm going to go.
No, he was trifling.
And now that was really, truly, genuinely glad that happened. That was the perfect closure to be like, ew. Like, I've been icked out enough Like, that was my final ick. To where I was like, that's perfect. That's great.
I can't.
Because I'm going to live the rest of my life. I'm bitter. I don't care. I'm bitter. I'm going to live the rest of my life just being like, I was the one that got away in that family.
Oh,
his
yeah.
family loved me. When we broke up, his mother reached out to me just to be like, we love you, girl. Literally. Like, we truly wish you the best.
No, because they know their son's a bum. That's why they couldn't believe.
His grandpa asked in front of him how he bagged me. His grandma said in front of him, Carson, like, you made the right decision breaking up with JJ. Like, his family knows. I know I did not lose a damn thing. I'm going to be fine. Live, laugh, love. And, like, I'm going to be the woman that he's crying about when he's 50, when he gets too drunk.
Yes.
And that just makes me really happy. How I handled that breakup, the initial breakup, it was just, like, a lot of back and forth. Mm-hmm. And I feel like for people in long-term relationships, you can relate to, like, if you date someone for so long, it is really, no matter what happens, I feel like it's really hard to just, like, completely cut it.
Because you're used to having...
You're just used to seeing them all the time, you know? And they're so, like... Even though me and him didn't live together or anything, like, they're just so, like, interwoven, like, in your life. Yeah. To where it's hard. Like, I don't know. That's a hard thing for me. Yeah. I guess it was in the past. But I feel like with, like, the final closure and everything, that was the easiest breakup. Ugh. Because that was my thing of, like, no, like... Because I like to be really sure of things. Mm-hmm. That made me really sure, like, yeah, this is not my man. He like, literally not. Like, literally, I can tell you 120% that is not my husband. And that made me feel secure. I was like, I don't... Even when I was, like, single, no prospects, out of that relationship, I did not care. Because I was just relieved that that man was not going to be the father of my kids. Really, I was like, I don't care who I end up with because I know they're going to be better than that. Anyone.
I know, you're right, though.
And we were literally talking about this, like, we're like, you know, your boyfriend is a bum when you're like, I could pick up anyone off the street and they'd be higher achieving.
Shit.
Right?
No, like, for real.
At least they'd be employed.
No, like, I hate dating unemployed men because I've dated literally
never again.
I can't never again. I literally ghosted people on dating apps because they said they were unemployed. Never Why again. Are you on a dating app? Go download Indeed. Literally. Go get ZipRecruiter. What are you doing? Literally. Why are you on Bumble Premium?
No, truly. So it's like, yeah, no, and that's how I knew. And like, yeah, when you break up with someone, the way everyone comes flocking telling you how they really felt is crazy.
I hate that shit. I hate it when you break up with someone and then your friends be like, he was ugly anyway. I'm like, why would you tell me that now?
The way I broke up with JJ and my parents literally congratulated me.
See, at least I was a real one because while she was dating JJ, I would always tell you he was ugly.
I know.
Because I was like, if that's going to be her husband, I'm at least going to be honest. Like, Carson, he's fucking ugly. Like, no, I've never found someone like that unattractive. Well, because also knowing what he's done.
Right. It just really doesn't help.
Truly repulsive.
Really does not help. I know.
No, truly repulsive. I'm thinking about the crying audio messages he sent you.
Yeah, he's had a crash out since the breakup.
And I can't even laugh. Like, it actually, like, makes me sick.
It makes me giggle. I played it for so many people.
It's so
like, hey, listen to this.
It's so gross. Ugh.
I know.
But anyway, how you said... You'd say it's what, like a negative, because it was the easiest one.
I mean, when we initially broke up, I would say it was a 5. Mm-hmm. After my closure, it was a -3.
Yeah. Yeah. No, when they're the villain, it's so much fucking...
so much easier.
Like, I love it when they're the villain.
Me too.
Speaking of villains.
Literally, your last one.
I have 2, but the last one is I'm not even really talking about. It's thumb. I was like, I'm not even talking about but so. F***ing BB ruined my life. I hate you, you mother No, honestly, I know you creep on our TikTok.
Yeah,
I
literally.
know you look at her shit. Tell your girlfriend hi, too. I hope she watches our shit. I said this shit last night. I said, imagine being my ex's new girlfriend and you find our podcast. Not only do you find that we have a podcast, it's really high quality. We're beautiful.
Stop.
And then you find out all the crazy shit your current boyfriend did. I can't even
That would be tea.
I can't even imagine. So good luck. Keep me blocked. And keep creeping from your burner account. In his account. Mash down Babylon. I know exactly what the hell it is.
Ew.
No, he thinks he's slick. I see you. But I dated BB. What year was that? 2021. 2021 to... When the fuck
2020.
Oh my god, how long? Wait, I'm getting years confused.
3? Wait,
see why I'm confused? Was it the
what month did you guys break up? November.
Because the lease ended
November
2023. Thank you.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
I was like, was I still dating him in 24?
Yeah, no.
Oh my god. But no, so we dated roughly, it was like October-ish of 2021 through November of 2023, but that's when our lease ended. We broke up July of 2023 because we dated a year and a half. There we go. So we've mentioned BB before. I met him when he was our server. Carson and her mom, Joyce, egged me on to hit on him. And then I proceeded to have the worst relationship.
I know, I'm so sorry. My mom and I talk about that. We're like, oh God, we didn't know.
The way he presented was
so normal.
No, you don't understand.
So normal cutie. Like,
literally Joyce was like, oh my God, he's so cute. Like, literally we all were like, oh, he's like.
He was cute.
He was. His little curly mullet.
He was cute. He was employed. Like.
No, like, he was cute.
Right.
That's why it's so wild to think about how he ended up looking by the
I don't know. Literally.
No, like, what happened?
Literally so scary.
No, insane.
When we first met him, he was really giving, like, tall, tan, like, little curly mullet, like, really cute.
And very, like, respectable.
Yes.
Like, I was like, he definitely has a girlfriend and treats her right. Bro.
Yeah.
Could have never been more wrong. Because he also came off as older. We definitely all were like, no, he's older than you.
Yeah.
Turned out, I was 21. He was 19. And I was like...
Scary. That was the first red flag.
No, literally, because I almost ghosted when he told me that. And then I was like, I was like, he was cute, though. And I don't know if I don't remember now, because it's been so long, if I was just looking for a hook. Oh, no, I was looking for a hookup. Because I was hooking up with people at the time. I did not want a relationship, which is why him and I got into it at the beginning of our relationship. Because I not even accidentally told him. I just shouldn't be saying shit like this. I literally told him I canceled a dick appointment for him. Because, like, I ended up liking him, which I wasn't expecting. So I was in my single era at the time. So I'm pretty sure I was kind of like, okay, if it's, like, for a hookup. But I couldn't get over the teen part. Like, I felt like a pervert, even though it was literally 2 years different. I felt like a pervert.
It makes a difference, especially if the guys are younger.
No, that's why.
It makes a difference.
But so I went against my best judgment because he came from a family where he was raised by his mom mostly and had three or like 4 older sisters. So I was like, oh, he for sure is in touch with himself and is like emotionally mature, because he came off, you would never think he was 19.
Yeah. Ugh. And also something to be said, guys that come from single women households, respect, love, but the guys that make that their personality, run, because those are the craziest motherfuckers. Like, I was just raised by, like, my 5 sisters and my mother, but, like, that's all they talk about. Run.
No, like, actually run like a track star. You don't understand. You don't want this. My therapist diagnosed me with PTSD because of a relationship.
Oh my God, yeah, wait, I got a diagnosis from JJ. Gad. Literally.
Really? You too?
Bitch, I got diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder when I was in that relationship.
If
that doesn't say enough.
Do you see that? Or like with BB, for me, I had chronic stomach issues.
Yeah, I remember
the whole time we dated. I swear to fucking God, the second we broke up, I didn't have stomach issues anymore. My stomach issues were so chronic from stress because I would have to wake up an hour earlier than normal to account for the fact that I was gonna have to sit on the toilet. Because I would wake up like nauseous and upset. It was because this relationship was killing me from the inside out. Very long story short, because we've had some stories with him. He was a narcissist, like a textbook narcissist. The biggest thing that created the issues in our relationship from the jump was that I had slept with people before him. Like, he had really bad retroactive jealousy. Like, he would tell me shit like, you should have waited for me. Like, you're a low value woman because of your body count. I'm a high value man because I waited. He eventually would try to convince me like I owed him an experience with another woman. And so we would download Tinder, literally looking for a unicorn, a third, when I never wanted to.
Yeah.
And he was really nice to me then, but then when I backed out and was like, I literally can't watch you have sex with another girl. Like, that makes me sick to my stomach. He told me like I tricked him into the relationship. All this shit, and we still stayed together because I was very insecure at the time and was just taking what I could get. This was before I lost any weight. When I started losing weight, he started calling me a whore. He would turn off my alarm so I wouldn't go to the gym. He would say he's gonna fatten me up. And then it was so weird because he started off as a gym rat, and then he ended up gaining a bunch of weight while I was losing it. Like, that's why I mentioned earlier, the way he looked at the end of our relationship.
Actually crazy.
No, because, like, he hated Carson for no reason.
No,
he hated her because she could see through his bullshit.
Yeah.
And, like, she would always take my side on shit. And, like, no shit. Like, you're psycho.
Yeah, and I'm also not your friend.
No.
Like,
so, like, her and I would be, like, drinking before having, like, a girls' night out, like, literally in my apartment kitchen that I shared with BB. He'd come out, no shirt on, pot belly hanging, 5 o'clock
grunting,
shadow.
like, ew.
No, like, just, like, being a hater, like.
Literally. Yeah, he hated my ass.
Looking at all her shit. But no, he was a cheater. I'll never forget when, my car was in the shop. I borrowed his car to go hang out with Carson and get Sonic down the street from his job. He left his phone in the car, and I didn't even know. I didn't even care because that's what's crazy. Like, I found his phone, but I wasn't like, ooh, let me go through it. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But then he started blowing up my phone from someone else's phone, being like, I need my phone back. Like, I need my phone back. Like, he was tripping the out. Oh.
Like, what's on here?
Yeah. Me and Carson find Tinder downloaded, and he's messaging all these skinny, petite, big booty Latinas when I'm still 240 pounds, built like Mike Wazowski, and he's texting these bitches, oh, Joanna's my favorite name. Oh, you look like my next ex-girlfriend.
Mike Wazowski.
Literally built like a circle.
Sorry.
No, can you imagine being built like, what's that other one? Like the Michelin Man? Like, literally imagine being the Michelin Man and you find out your boyfriend has Tinder.
Literally, Humpty Dumpty. Sat on a shelf.
Like, so round. Like, I was so mad. I was like, are you for real? But so, like, he would do shit like this, and then he'd be like, well, you shouldn't have gone through my phone. Like, and
I'm tired.
On top of that, and this is the last thing I'll really say about him before I get into the actual breakup, is that his mom.
Crazy.
Oh no, the bitch is psycho. If he was a narcissist, she was the blueprint to be a narcissist. Like, she would, oh my God, I can't even, it has to be a different story. Like, I can't even get into it. But the bitch, she's the type of woman who literally wants to her own son. I swear to God. Like, like, the first thing this woman ever said to me was, I'm glad someone else besides me has seen my son's penis. She shook my hand and said, I'm Shireen. Nice to meet you. What's your name? I said, Kiara. She goes, okay, well, Kiara, I'm glad someone besides me has seen my son's penis. What?
What did you say?
Nothing. Because I was over at his apartment when I shouldn't have been. And she came home early. So I was already
shit.
no, it was bad.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. So like shit like that, or like his own mother calling me a whore and shit.
Yeah.
Because she's the type of crazy ass mother-in-law that would like, you read all the Reddit mother-in-law horror stories, her.
Yeah.
No, 1,000%. And so with the breakup, what even was the actual breaking point? Oh God. Well, I know there was a lot of shit. I kept calling the police on him. I had police reports against him. And then, oh no, I know what the breaking point was. He found out I hooked up with someone, which was fine because we had been broken up since July. And then he found out in like October or some shit. Yeah, around October. Literally threatened to kill me, was chasing me around the apartment. Mind you, had already let out and killed one of my cats. I started paying 2 rents to get away from him because I was like, he's literally gonna kill me. He was threatening to let out all the other cats. He broke all the locks on all the windows on all the doors. So I wouldn't feel safe. Anytime he stopped by, he'd unplug my security cameras on purpose and leave them unplugged because I was working 2 jobs, working doubles, so I wouldn't be home all day.
Yeah.
So then I'd have anxiety all day, wondering if he did something to my shit or my cats.
Yeah.
I would have to leave work. Literally, there were multiple occasions I'd have to be like, I'm so sorry, but I have to go home because my psycho ex is unplugging security cameras, and I just heard him say he's gonna let a cat out. He literally was like, I'm gonna let Sephora out, and unplugged it, and I had to leave work. I was like, I can't do it. He would literally, throughout the relationship and post breakup, anytime we had an argument, he would record me. Like, I would be crying.
Yeah, he was such a Karen.
No, I'd
So
be
weird.
crying because like he cheated, and he'd have flash in my face while I'm crying and being like, she's holding me hostage. She's holding me hostage. She won't let me leave. Mind you, motherfucker's like 6'1". I'm 5'6".
Yeah.
He literally has come close to and could kill me if he wanted to. But yeah, I was holding him hostage. Him hostage. Just like master manipulator. And so like with the breakup, I was waiting for my lease at the new apartment to start because I couldn't afford that much, but I was scared to be in the apartment with him. My breaking point was literally, he took his mattress and he was like, you're disgusting. Like, you slept with another guy. Like, you can't sleep on it. He literally didn't even need the mattress. He just took it so I didn't have anywhere to sleep on.
Yeah.
Then the couch that we had both paid for, he was going to come and just take half of the couch, he said, and that once I paid him back, he would give me back the other half. And the couch wasn't even fully paid off yet, so it made no sense. Like, his own homeboys had to be like, hey, man, like,
chill.
Like, now you're being a dick. You took the bed, bro. Like, you already took everything.
Yeah.
Like, what the And so, ultimately, once I was at the new apartment, we never contacted each other again. I contacted him to pay his rent because he's a bum and doesn't have any money, and got into it with his mom. And she told me that I'd be like a horrible mom and that I'm a disgusting whore. That like all this crazy shit, like a child, like me as the mother would be like hell on earth. Just like the worst things ever, calling me fat, whatever. Says the fatty herself. Literally. She's like 3 times my size. So I was like, you're projecting.
Right.
Weird bitch. But no, we went no contact. And now he has a new Latina girlfriend after saying his type was not Latinas. So good luck to her. I hope either she's as psycho as him so he can feel what that shit feels like.
Yeah.
Or I hope she gets out before he gets her pregnant and she's stuck without knowing that, like, because I already know his sob story was like, she cheated on me. Oh yeah, I didn't even say that. He told his whole family I cheated on him.
Yeah. Even
though I have an audio recording of him breaking up with me in July. And he was like, it doesn't matter. I was like, you literally said, I don't want to be with a person like you.
Yeah.
You. Like,
stop.
So actual breakup though, that's what sucks. Like, even though I said like it's so much easier to go through a breakup when they're the villain, it wasn't though, because he like completely mind me. Like, I was getting gaslit and like my self-esteem getting torn down for so long that like I'm still struggling right now after being broken up for 2 years, like with the shit I went through. Like, he made me feel like I wasn't worth shit. Like, he would tell me that. Like, I was nothing. I'm a whore. No one's ever gonna love me. Like, crazy ass shit like that. So that sucks, because it's like, I want him to suffer. Literally. I want you to suffer just as much as I did. And I don't know if he ever will. But what can you do? So I'd say breakup. That it was rough as because financially too. I'm still financially recovering from that shit. Because I had to pick up his portion of all the bills and all the rent.
Right.
Because my name was on.
When you had to move and everything,
So it's just like, I'm still struggling. So literally 10 out of 10. That was horrible. Damn. It was horrible. Because I didn't even mention all the shit. Because I'm not even going to say that shit on camera. Like, bad. And putting hands on me. All this crazy shit. So, and he's ugly as now. It's fine.
Literally.
Fatty. And then into the next, my stupid ass micro relationship with an ugly Mexican thumb. I'm very upset with myself. But to build the character, what was his name? No, literally like Micro. That's fine. Yeah. I don't care. His name's Micro. He's literally 5'6". He's literally 5'6". 31-year-old Mexican thumb. We've mentioned him before. We've done our deep dive, but
just break up.
Yeah, literally just break up. He did not take it well. He literally was like, I'm gonna quit my job. Like, I'm in love with you. We dated 29 days. I am 25. He is 31. And he was crashing out that hard. Yeah. No, like, he literally was gonna quit, uproot his life. And this is what pissed me off. Because we broke up before Valentine's Day. All the Valentine's Day gifts I got him were like shit he wanted and needed. Like, oh, he likes beef jerky. This is his favorite brand. Oh, he likes the Steelers. Here's slides, a shot glass, because he collects that shit. Yeah. I shit you the not. Every single gift he got me was about our relationship. Yeah, which is interesting. 2 weeks into our relationship, he ordered all that shit. It would be both of our names and our anniversary on a necklace. A blanket with both of our names and our anniversary. We haven't even had an anniversary yet. I know. What the That made me so mad. Like, bitch, buy me makeup. Give me money.
Yeah, literally. I want a Sephora gift card.
No, and he kept saying, he was like, I feel so stupid. And in my head, I was like, you should. Because why did you do that? Who wants that shit? Yeah, literally. I wanted gifts. This isn't a gift. Like, that, oh my God, that made me so mad. But no, he basically crashed out really hard, was crying, like, didn't work for a few days. Yeah. Then he, like, tried to get me to get back with him, but, like, not really. He basically was like, well, why can't we just be exclusive, but we don't have the title of boyfriend and girlfriend? And I was like, no, because I literally told him, like, being with him made me realize I don't want to be in a relationship, period. Yeah. Like, I want to focus on me, do my thing, get on a dating show, whatever. And he was just too fucking much.
He was very clingy.
It was stage 1,000 clinger. Like, seriously, it was really gross. In hindsight, I know he love bombed me with money. That's his love language, but that's also how it's manipulation. It is. Because that's what he does with all women. It's fine because I got $2,000 out of it.
Literally.
But I got my bills paid. I got a lot paid off, and that's all that matters. He literally helped me pay off shit that I was paying off from my last relationship. Oh, wow.
But how would you rate that overall breakup experience, though? Because it was interesting.
Ugh. Like a fucking, like a 1 out of 10. Yeah. Not necessarily on the negatives, but like, because I don't give a fuck at all. Like, I did not need to process.
Yeah, like nothing was lost.
No, I literally was so excited to be single again. Like, I knew within 2 weeks of dating him, like, fuck. Yeah. Like, I fucked effed up. And I was like, oh my God. Like, how do I get out of this? Like, I knew. But, like, he was buying shit for me. I wanted to stay longer. I'm sorry. I'll admit it right now. I wanted to be in that relationship a little bit longer.
I know you did.
So I could get another set of lashes, nails, and so he could do, like, pay for one more set of groceries for me. I could not do it. Like, he made me physically ill at the end of that relationship. No, ill. Because he was the type of guy I had to convince myself that I was attracted to him.
Yeah.
Because I loved his personality at the time. And I was like, well, if we get on this well personality-wise, there has to be something
else, yeah.
Girl, if you're not attracted to him, you're not going to be attracted to him. Like, no.
That's true.
But no, my 29-day relationship, I was like, I'm perfectly fine from it, if anything. Because I found out a lot of shit about him after the breakup. Like, literally turns out he's actually a pervert. I can't even get into
that's a whole thing.
But one of them is like, he's 30 talking about how an 18-year-old girl is fresh. Like, shit like that. So if anything, I just feel sick that I, like, dated him. And it makes me feel grossed out because I'm like...
But you didn't know.
That's what everyone keeps saying. Like, I didn't know. But it just, like, by association, it makes me feel icky.
Yeah.
But that's it. Other than that, no, good riddance. Like, I've had a weight lifted off my shoulders when that happened. Because I broke up with him on my lunch break. I went back inside. I was like,
fine.
No, I was smiling. Yeah. Like, I was like, thank God. I don't have to pretend anymore. Like, no. So honestly, yeah, like a 1 out of 10. Yeah, so those are...
That's it. Guys, I have to pee. I'm gonna be so for real.
I was like, that's all I had to say. But that's our timeline. So.
That's our timeline. So I guess it's not really advice. It's more, if you're curious about our past relationships and our breakups, that is what that was.
Yeah.
We've both been through it. And I feel like there are some pretty, like, we both have micro relationships. We both have had some pretty intense ones.
And I guess I should add, like, just as a closing note, I guess, at least with my relationships, like, same with Carson, I learned, like, what I do and do not want
right,
now.
Absolutely.
Because now I'm just, like, I'm not just going to date someone to have a boyfriend. Because that's what I did with the micro relationship. I'm not going to call you my man unless I'm proud to call you my man.
Right, exactly. Literally.
So, and I think we've grown a lot. Like, both of us don't let men walk over us the way we did before. But yeah, like she said, if you just wanted to listen to our stupid stories about our relationships, there you go.
Yeah, please. Oh my God, comment down below, like, a little bit about your biggest breakup crash out, or a time where you broke up and you literally felt so relieved and happy. I want to hear about people's relationships so bad.
Or just like the trifling shit men do.
Yes, or if anything we said resonated with you guys. But we're glad you enjoyed. Follow us on all socials. We're at Thought Shit Podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, subscribe, like, tell a friend about us, please. And we are on Spotify and Apple, so rate us 5 stars only. And we will see you guys next time. Bye.